Yo. Hopefully I got my camera set up right. Yo, what's happening? My name is DJ and I'm the owner of Headband Movers in Denver, Colorado. And I decided I want to start a YouTube channel. And why would I want to start a YouTube channel? Because, I love the creative side of business and branding and marketing. And I'm just I love to be creative, man. So I've always wanted to have a vlog of some sort that'll kind of, fill that creative void in my head, if you will. So what's my YouTube channel gonna be about? Well, it's gonna be about how to start a moving company, how to be successful starting a moving company. And basically it's just gonna walk you through, the step-by-step process that I took to start my moving company here in Denver, Colorado. My company's called Headband Movers, headbandmovers.com. You can check us out on Instagram if you want to dig a little bit more into my story and the history of my company. But we've been in business for 1 year as of 2 days ago, and I thought it would be a good time to tap in, share some of my experiences, and maybe gain some advice from some other movers or small business owners like myself. So where should I begin? Let's start with why I started moving furniture. Well, in 2017, I was living in Denver, Colorado. I was discharged from the Army Reserve, spent 8 years in the reserves, deployments, lots of training all over the country. I was pretty active in the reserves, very fortunate for my career through the Army. Got to see different parts of the world and experience a lot of different things. It's kind of molded me into the man I am today. So super grateful for the Army. When I got out, man, I had no fucking idea what I wanted to do. Did I want to go to school? Did I want to pick up a job? Did I want to travel? All of the above. Kind of wanted to do all of that, but I knew I needed to do one thing, and that was kind of just decompress. From being in the military and holding myself to that standard for so long, and a deployment to Afghanistan. So I kind of needed a change of scenery and to decompress from all that. So me and a homie of mine, childhood friend, we decided to move to St. Petersburg, Florida. The goal was to go out there, enjoy life on the beach, party, meet women, enjoy the nightlife, and just kind of enjoy myself. So we packed up my buddy's Camaro, shot across the country, moved out to St. Pete. And when we got there, we secured an apartment near downtown St. Pete. If you've never been to downtown St. Pete, highly recommend it. It's a cool place, especially on the first Friday. If you know about First Friday in St. Pete, what's up? So we secured an apartment in St. Pete, and we kind of used all the money that we had saved to get this apartment, and so we had to get to work. My roommate at the time, he had experience moving furniture. I had a little bit of experience, helping some friends and maybe doing some sort of like commercial moves or moves on military installations and stuff like that. So I had some experience, but no professional experience with it. But we needed work, and there was plenty of work in St. Pete at the time. So roommates started working for this company. I think they were paying him like $13, maybe $13 an hour. They were paying him peanuts. He ended up bringing me on. We worked for him for a couple of weeks before we decided, like, hey, man, we're really good at what we're doing. We picked up, we just picked up how to do things really quickly. Loading furniture into the truck, how to properly pack the truck, how to wrap furniture. Our angles were on point, how to move furniture in and out of somebody's home without damaging it, man. We picked it up really quick, and we were solid, man. Any job that we did, we guaranteed got a 5-star review. We were killing it. So we decided to start our own little moving help, a labor only service. And We started that, and we were on the movinghelp.com platform. If you're not familiar with Moving Help, it's a U-Haul company, a U-Haul related company. It's basically a marketplace for 1099 contractors and small moving companies. And we hopped up on that platform, and we killed it for like 2.5 years, man. We averaged 5-star reviews. We probably had a couple 100 5-star reviews. And yeah, man, we were killing it. Learned a lot about the industry. Learned a lot about operating as a contractor, and yeah, it was great. So that's kind of how I got into moving furniture. In about 2019, we ended up deciding to close up shop. I mean, we weren't technically a business; we were contractors, but we just decided to stop doing work. A hurricane had hit Miami, and really just kind of put us out of business, man. There wasn't a lot of work for weeks for a couple of 2 to 3 weeks. So, a lot of cities lost their electricity. It was just hard to get jobs. I mean, we were doing some work, but it wasn't enough to pay the bills. So we decided to pack up our bags and head back home, move back to Colorado. I was in Colorado shortly, decided to move to the Bay Area, go to school. Was at the City College in San Francisco. Shout out to City College, great school, and a great place to use your GI Bill. I can't stress that enough. If you have a full GI Bill, man, even if you're at 60-90% on your GI Bill, and you're looking for a place to go to school, go to the Bay Area. It's fucking expensive, but it's a dope place to live. But man, that BAH, bro, they take care of you, man. It's worth it. It's worth moving out there. But when I was in the Bay Area, I was going to school full time, and I was working too. And my goal was to work for tech startups. Silicon Valley, it's the tech capital of the world, and I really wanted to rub elbows and mingle and see how I could be a part of that industry in some way. So I ended up getting a moving lead job for a company called Clutter. If you're not familiar with Clutter, they've revolutionized the moving industry, if you will, mostly just the storage side of the industry. They provide on-demand storage services. They got a dope app. They inventory their customers' stuff, and then they give the customers the ability to have their items on demand. So, customers leave their stuff with Clutter, and then when they want it back, they hop on the app. Hey, I want my couch back. I want my, I want my bed. I want some boxes. You hit it into the app, and then they bring it back out to you. I mean, it's not quick like that, but that's their process. So I learned a lot from that company. I watched, I was there when they were growing pretty rapidly. They were hiring like 50 to 100 movers and drivers just within the Oakland location that I was at for, the 4 to 5 months that I was there. So I learned a lot from that company, a lot. Ended up deciding, I got burned out at Clutter. When I started there, they said there was going to be a lot of opportunity for growth, and I didn't see that. And I didn't see that they were promoting the right people and doing the right things that I thought they could be doing for their company. So I decided to take a step back from that and work for a different startup out there. But yeah, so from doing the independent contractor hustle and then working for a company like Clutter, I've also worked for a handful of other moving companies over the last couple of years, just to get a vibe, just to see how they're operating, how they're structure their company, how they're getting leads, how they brand themselves, how they handle their operations, how they do their training. So I've bounced around quite a bit just to kind of, gain that knowledge and gain that experience. So that's my background as far as like how I got into the moving industry. In 2020, the pandemic hit, and the Bay Area was basically shut the fuck down. Like, they shut down, man. If you were in the service industry, you pretty much lost your job right away. And unfortunately, my roommate was a chef. Shout out JOV. He lost his job. We had an apartment together. the startup I was working for ended up deciding to close up shop and go out of business. And so I had lost my job and I was still in school, but there was a lot of moving parts. We were behind rent, man, thousands in rent. And I was like, well, shit, man, maybe this is a good time for us to, pack up and go home and start a new chapter. So that's what I ended up doing. And I decided, hey, might as well start a moving company. I've always wanted to. I know what it takes to operate a moving business from the ops side. I've always been a big fan of branding. Learned a lot from the startups that I've worked with. I've done a lot of research online, and I've always wanted to have my own business. So put together a little bit of money, moved back to Colorado, decided to launch Headband Movers, aka Headband, and we've been operating for about a year. Been in year for a business as of 2 days ago. So decided, hey, why not start a YouTube channel? I dig the creative side of making videos, and I feel like I got a very creative mind, and I'm super ambitious when it comes to developing new concepts and ideas. So hey, thought it was a good time to launch a vlog. So my goal with this vlog is just kind of give you the day-to-day operations side, and then kind of dig into how to start your own moving hustle, your own business. And this channel, I think this channel is going to be for guys like myself, like movers who are fucking tired of working for shitty moving companies, movers who are devalued by the people that they work with, guys who only get paid $15 an hour when the company is charging customers $150 an hour for their move, and they're pocketing all. I mean, they're not pocketing all the money, but they're making a considerable amount of money. So this is for the guys that want to get the fuck out of the moving company they're working for. Like, I'm here to tell you can do it. It's not that hard, man. You just got to be calculated and be okay with betting on yourself and taking that risk on yourself. If you're a solid mover, if you're great with customers, you know how to move furniture, you know how to pack trucks, you're detailed, you're organized. Even if you're not really that organized, I mean, that's something you can develop. But if you're great with customers, you're the guy in the company that gets the 5-star reviews, man, this channel is going to be for you. This is going to help you start your own moving company, or maybe just inspire you to kind of just like take a step back from the moving company you're working with now and start putting some stepping stones in place to get you to starting your own moving company. If that makes sense. But that's what I'm here for, man. So I'm going to share my experiences, everything from, keeping track of your books, to marketing, to branding, to website design, to SEO, to networking, and then a bunch of fucking guerrilla marketing, creative stuff like that, man. And just to kind of get you guys excited about starting your own moving company, because it's possible. This is what, a $200 billion industry, and it's only growing. It might be more than that. But yeah, there's a lot of money to be made, and especially if you're good, and it doesn't take a lot. You just got to be positive. You got to work hard. You got to work smart, and you got to communicate with your customers, man. You wouldn't be surprised about how many moving companies in town can't even, do the basics, and even those companies still make hundreds of thousands of dollars a year, operating at a lower level. I mean, I won't go there, but yeah, so this channel is going to be for anybody who wants to start their own moving company. I'm going to walk you through the steps on how to do that. I kind of freestyled it today, just kind of talking to you off the top of my head, but I think that moving forward we'll kind of structure it in a way that is simple and straight to the point, objective driven, but at the same time, man, I like to freestyle, so I'm just gonna pick up the camera and I'm gonna go, and I hope you guys dig the content. So so if you finish the video, hit the like button, man. Follow me. I'm gonna start uploading content weekly. I mean, the goal is daily, right? Maybe I'll wake up at 4 a.m. every day and fucking throw together some content for you guys. But yeah, if you're interested in the channel, shoot me a DM. Definitely follow me on Instagram if you want to chop it up. Ask me some questions about the industry or about my company or about myself, hit me up, man. I got a pretty tight community on there of fellow movers, and we all like to help each other out and provide advice. So if you want to tap into the community, shoot me a DM. But hey, definitely like the video, subscribe, and hope you guys hustle, man. This is the summer to make some money. Things are opening back up, and you can do it, and I'm going to help you do it. So just remember, work smart, work hard, and don't sweat the small shit. All right? You guys got this. I'll tap back in. Peace out.